Hi guys, it's Josie, and I'm here for a special video. If you remember, I did sort of one of these videos for the first episode of the anime Gakugurashi, but I decided I need to do it again because back when I was about 7 years old, was my babysitter introduced me to this new thing called YouTube, and I thought it was kind of interesting, and this was back in like 2006, I think. I was about 7. So, I was just browsing YouTube and I came across this girl named Bree, who is Lonelygirl15. And I was one of the original people who watched her. I watched her about 3 months into her doing all her stuff. Shortly after that, she started, she was, recording stuff and saying, she had to run away from home. And it was kind of freaky. And then it found out, she was in a cult, and it was like, oh, this is weird. But basically, I was probably her youngest fan, or rather her youngest fan who saw her before it was exposed that she was fake. Like, I refused to believe that it was fake. Anyway, just 2 days ago, there was a video uploaded to the channel, which hasn't been active in over 7 years. And the video didn't give much information. It was really confusing for people who weren't familiar with the series prior. I'm going to do a video that basically explains the plot of it for people who are too lazy to watch the series, which I totally recommend that you watch the series. It's fantastic up until season 2, but that's another story. This is just an explanation video for little hints and stuff that are put in the videos. For every video that was put out for the Hymn of One, which was the cult that she was a part of, and sometimes videos would be uploaded to her channel, sort of like them hacking and taunting everyone. Anyway, it's a long story, but they would always put a little code in for the people who it was meant for. Daniel, Jonas, Emma, Sarah? It's been a while since I've seen season 2. Or season 1 for that matter. Anyway, so there were a few little things in the video that kind of give a little bit of a hint. So I'm going to kind of do what that guy does with Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, YouTube Explained. I'm going to kind of do my own YouTube Explained with this. So that way I can catch anything, because I always want to pay attention to this. I've rewatched this about 20 times just to make sure I have every piece of information I can get. So right here, I'm going to explain what's happening. First, however, I'm going to play the video straight through, and then the second time I'm going to stop in certain places to point out different things that were on the screen or that were said.
Being selected can be a very frightening thing, and it's okay to be afraid. When I was selected, I was terrified. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go through with the ceremony, and my friends thought something would happen to me. Nothing happened to me. Everything was fine. I went through with the ceremony, and it was an honor and a privilege. I'm living proof of that. And now that you've reached your 15th birthday, you too will undergo selection. Being chosen by your loved ones and your elders is one of the most amazing experiences of your life. The blood. There's nothing to fear. A part of you and your ancestors must heal this world, and the Order is here to help guide you. My story was a simple one. Girl gets selected, girl gets scared. Girl gets lost, and then returns home and does what she was always meant to do. Your friends want what's best for you, but they won't understand if they're not a part of us. You must keep this information secret from them, or you can hurt your standing. The blood must heal. The blood must protect. The blood must flow. Now, open to page 15 of your ceremony selection handbook.
So that happened. Exciting, right? Now I'm going to take a look at some of the important points in the video and sort of just break it down and analyze it and sort of interpret it. But feel free to comment if you have a different opinion. Okay, so I will be honest at this part, I am pretty confused. Some of the things I don't entirely know if that's a normal thing when you're on command or not. At first I thought, mother at home, maybe, it's a stay-at-home mother, that's what it sounds like. Or maybe it's the mother of whatever daughter was chosen. But then it said root at home, and I was kind of thrown off by that, so maybe I'm right. Maybe the mother part, maybe I did get the mother part right, but the at home part is just something else. I'm probably wrong on this, but the Ovaltine part where it says pseudo Ovaltine care package, that kind of reminds me of that code in A Christmas Story. It was like, he got the code and he got the decryptor, and it turned out the message was, be sure to drink your Ovaltine. A crummy commercial? That's what it kind of reminded me of, so, maybe that was just kind of like a, hey, if you thought there was a message in here, you're right. Maybe just like a little Easter egg, I don't know. Maybe they're having fun with it, but they take this a bit too seriously, so probably not. One thing that I will say, though, is that all of the stuff at the top of the screen is completely blurred out. I tried to focus in on it. Nothing came out that was any good. And so I think they did that on purpose, so that way it wouldn't give anything too obvious away. But I can see that the volume is all the way up. That's about the only thing I can see. Also, I can see that the battery is full, but other than that, does this look like a Mac? I can't tell if it's a Mac because usually it has, like, the white bars, and this one has black, and I'm not sure what that sidebar is. If anyone's, tech savvy, let me know. But the thing about the full battery, we can tell that this is a laptop, so this does take place during present day. I mean, obviously it does, just because that's how it works. But, this isn't like... I thought at first this might be like an archive video, like maybe they meant to release this, but then I kind of looked at it like, no, the quality is way too good to be made in 2009. Was 2009 7 years ago? Yes. Here I can actually see a lot more of what's happening in here. For internal use only, that means that only people who have been selected can see this, and only people who are in the cult can see this ever at all. Public distribution will result in severe penalties up to and including termination without appeal. Knowing the Hymn of One, this probably doesn't mean you're fired. It probably means you're killed. Maybe it means you're fired. Probably not. Maybe it means you're evicted from the community. But probably not, because this is a kind of violent cult. Then we have the actual symbol for the Hymn of One, which kind of looks like it was created with graffiti. Last thing it says is Video 4, What to Do If You Were Selected, version 2. This obviously means this wasn't the first video. This probably means either A, something happened with that video to where it can't be shown to the chosen girls now. Or it means that they had a video for this prior that was probably old and they wanted an updated version. Maybe that's what the glitches are later in the video, version 1. Possibly. I have several theories for that.
Being selected can be a very frightening.
Already right off the bat, I can see some major changes from prior. We have better quality cameras and a better editing system. Before, every single video, even though they're supposed to be made by different people, whether it was made by Bree, Jonas, Daniel, Emma, Sarah, whoever, it always had the same, not really choppy, but it was just straight to the point editing style. They would always be cut, so that way all of the mistakes and the would be cut out. But then sometimes they would say, oh, we don't have time to edit this, we're on the run, and then it would be edited. So we can see now they're not doing that style anymore because we don't have any of those cuts. Instead, we have strange glitches, which I will get to in a little bit. But obviously, we can expect some major changes from the production value.
And it's okay to be afraid.
Also, she hasn't aged one bit. Seriously, that's why I thought this might have been one of their old archive videos and they just published it, because she looks the exact same. It's freaky. Girl, use those Korean skin products. Those work wonders.
When I was selected, I was terrified. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go through with the ceremony, and my friends thought something would happen.
You know, I had a good theory for this, but then it just kind of went out the window because I thought originally, maybe they were trying to go off what they had for version 1 of the video, and then they had glitches that kind of seeped in, but the Hymn of One is kind of full of perfectionists, so I don't think they let something like that slip up. Maybe it's something subliminal, but at this point, I really don't know.
Nothing happened to me. Everything was fine. I went through with the ceremony and it was an honor and a privilege. I'm living proof of that. And now that you've reached your 15th birthday, you too will undergo selection. Being chosen by your loved ones and your elders is one of the most amazing experiences of your life. The blood.
So sorry you probably couldn't catch that with my editing system. Maybe I'll probably turn the sound effect off for the transition. But you can hear like a sort of computerized voice with like several layers of voices on top of it say the blood. This is probably a nod to, how the chosen few, the chosen girls, are chosen because supposedly they have a gene inside of them that's supposedly the key to the fountain of youth. This is like the only thing that can really make sense. I mean, the whole point, they're chosen this for their blood.
There's nothing to fear. A part of you and your ancestors must heal this world, and the Order is here to help guide you. My story was a simple one. Girl gets selected, girl gets scared. Girl gets lost, and then returns home and does what she was always meant to do. Your friends want what's best for you, but they won't understand if they're not a part of us. You must keep this information secret from them, or you can hurt your standing.
So I really don't know why it says standing it 2 times after she says it. I'm not entirely sure. If you have any ideas on what it is, comment down below. But again, we see the Hymn of One symbol. So nothing too big on this glitch, but
the blood must heal. The blood must protect. The blood must flow. Now, open to page 15 of your ceremony selection handbook.
The fact that they're talking so explicitly about the blood when Bree went through the ceremony, she had no idea what was really going to happen, what the ceremony was really even for. Like, they never even discussed that. So maybe because they've had her and I believe Emma, get scared and back out because they don't really know what's happening, maybe they really are talking more with the girls who are chosen. on what's going to happen. And maybe the ceremony, we don't even know what the ceremony is anymore because, we thought it was, Bree getting killed, but it's not. So I have two theories on what that last part, get ready, means. It means either A, the series is going to restart with probably one of two plots, either Bree's friends finding out that she's still alive and trying to get her and trying to get her out of the Hymn of One, and she's probably not going to want to leave because she's been there for like 7 years now. Or it's going to focus around another chosen girl who hopefully has as good of a personality as Bree, otherwise it's just going to flop because the character died after she supposedly died. Now she's alive again, so I don't know. The other thing that might happen is that the movie that they were supposed to make, The Children of Anchor Cove, got greenlit, which I'm honestly kind of hoping is happening, but at the same time I really want the series back because I was around when it first happened. I was, part of the interaction and it was amazing, so it would be really cool if I could introduce kids in my generation to Lonelygirl15 because they had never even heard of her. It was honestly kind of lonely. Haha. Yeah, so it's probably going to be one of those two options. But either way, I'm excited because she's coming back. She's alive. I'm so happy about that because, I was like, oh no, Bree's dead. What do I do with my life? But apparently she's not now. So I really don't know what to expect. We're either going to get the web series back or The Children of Anchor Cove. Either way, it's going to go great. Hopefully we have some new characters. Maybe, the age we're supposed to be we get the original cast on top of, maybe a new chosen girl who's, 15 or 16 and, still trying to figure out all this stuff. I'd like to see what's happened in the 10 years that from when Lonely Girl started and from now, because so much has had to change. Honestly, I'm just so excited for this. Anyway, thank you for watching so much. If you like this, subscribe. I'll probably put some more stuff out later about this. Please like and comment on your theories and anything I might have missed down below. Share this with any fellow lonely fans or whatever we're called. Forgot. And bye!